Hey everyone, it's Minister Patricia, and we are doing something a little bit different today. We are going to talk about prepping for any kind of emergency situation. I'm not sure if any of you saw the movie Leave the World Behind on Netflix, but it has sparked a lot of debate and controversy and all sorts of things. So with that in mind, hello. With that in mind, we are going to not talk about ministry today. We're going to talk about survival, a survival kit, your bug out bag, bug in bag, whatever situation you find yourselves in, and what you should put in it. So we're going to start out with the 5 necessities. These are must-haves. 5 things you must have. A tent, something lightweight that you can carry. There's a strap on here. You put it on your back or you attach it to your bag. That's item number 1. Shelter. Item number 2 is light. You need some kind of light, and this doubles as a cutting mechanism. Over here on this light, you can cut wire, cords, ropes, and stuff like that. On the bottom, you can charge your phones. This is solar powered, so this helps even if you can't find batteries, if you find yourself stranded. It has different modes of light. It has the red for emergency, if you need to get attention from a plane or a helicopter or some kind of SOS. That's what that's for, okay? Then you have your flashlight that you can use to do what you're doing, all right? You could plug in your phone, charge it here, solar powered. I have that lighting. I have this. You can sit your phone on the back and plug 2 more phones in the end cords here. So this can charge 3 phones at a time. This is solar powered. This side, you can find this on 4 Patriots. I found mine on Amazon because 4 Patriots was like double the price or something. So I got mine on Amazon, okay? And this is a Blavor model, okay? That's to charge a phone on the back, and 2 here, and then you have light. This also has light. It's a solar powered, okay? Let me see, I just had it on. And that's what you can do for more lighting. Then you need fire. These are the 5 mandatory things, and then we'll go into everything else. You need something to get fire going. If it's winter, you need to keep warm. You need to boil water. You need to cook. So this is a little striking mechanism. I didn't open this one. I had a few of these. I give them away. So you can start a fire with this if you need to. 2 is better than 1, and 1 is better than none. So you can use this to start a fire. Here's your little stick, and you just strike it. See? You can start a fire with this, all right? It's not as hard as it looks. It looks like it's hard, but it's not. That's item number 3. So we got shelter. We got fire. You need water. This is a collapsible container. You can fill it up with water. When you're finished, you collapse it back. Put it in your bag. That's for water. Okay, that's a silicone water carrier. Then you need cutting. If you need to cut branches, Band-Aids, rip your clothes open so you can hurt yourself, you need something to cut, okay? definitely need cutting. This can fit on your pants, okay? So we're going to go over the 5 things again. Then you need something, you need food, okay? You need food. So you can carry these little packages of tuna, which is protein. It's protein, and it's flat. It doesn't take up much space in your luggage. So you got protein, you got food, and it's easily to store. Then you have your cooking. There's a little frying pan. That's the top. Just drop it in your bug out bag. Have a bowl. You have your top. You have a cup. And you have another pot. So you have 2 pots. Okay? And this, you can make soup or sterilize your water in here. And you can do the same thing with here. So you got 3 stainless steel pieces to get you going for your food source and your water source. Okay? Packs away very easily. Everything goes in here. Cup. And you put the top. There you go. And that's it. That is for your cooking. Stainless steel. Don't buy aluminum. Buy stainless steel. Okay? Aluminum will emit fumes. How do you get one of those? This one I found on Amazon. I found this on Amazon. But if you buy a Walmart and you go to a Walmart section in the camping section, you can find this in Walmart or something similar. It may not be exactly this, but you can find this. What do you see for you in 2024? I'm not a psychic, but New York City is already Highlander. I'm not a psychic. I am a child of God. But no, I'm not a psychic. So 5 things. Mandatory. Cutting. To cut stuff. Branches. Food. Your meat. Whatever it is. To clean out food that you find. Okay? And you need shelter. Something lightweight. This can house 2 to 3 people. This is lightweight. It's not even 15 pounds. It's very light, very easy to set up. That's your shelter. So 5 things, mandatory. And then we'll go over what's in the bag. Shelter, cutting, food, fire, water. Okay? Food, shelter, fire, water, cutting. You need those mandatory. If there's a lot of people in your house, hey, how are you? And that's honey. If there's more than 4 or 5 people in your house, you may need to bug out, bug in bags. But again, your additional things are light source, and you can charge a phone here, solar powered. Here's another light source. You can charge a phone here while you put your light on. You can hang this in this tent. Try to get bright colors just in case it's midnight, you lose something. It's easier to find something orange, yellow, or red than it is to find something black or blue. Okay? Another charging station, solar powered, charges 3 phones. There's 3 ports here. There's 3 ports here, and then there's the back panel where you lay your phone on or your iPad. You could lay it right on here. Okay? You can do that. Now let's get into some medicines, some remedies, because a lot of people run out the door, they create these bags, but they don't put things that are not easily found in the stores. Now, if you notice during COVID, we were shut in. There was medicine people needed, they couldn't get medicine. So I'm going to give you a few tips real quick on remedies, okay? Cayenne pepper sounds torturous, but it stops bleeding. If you get an open wound, it sounds like it hurts. I actually tried it. It stings a little bit, maybe like alcohol type of rating of a sting. Oregano, just regular oregano. If you sit this in oil, this is an antifungal, antibacterial, right? Antifungal, antibacterial, and this will help you with a lot of ailments. You can boil it in water for a tea if you have an infection. This will help you. Then, for eardrops, I made the eardrops, okay? This is a mullein flower. You can find mullein flower, and you sit it in some olive oil, just the flour and the oil. Let it sit on the cabinet for forever if you want to. But you want to have this, not in a glass. Glass might break, but you want to have it in something. Then I made my own soaps, so you can have soap. You can make soap if you're out in the wilderness. Cinnamon, another thing that helps you. Thank you, ladies, for the follow. Cinnamon, another antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial. Just regular cinnamon from your kitchen. These are remedies that you will already have in your house. If we're sick and shut in, if everything is destroyed, you just look in your pantry, all right? If you don't have that kind of cinnamon, you can take a cinnamon stick and rub it on the area, okay? These things can be applied to the skin directly if you need to, or you can make tea. If you have an infection, make a tea and drink the tea. They are antibacterial, antifungal, and they are take away infections, okay? If you have an infection, I'm going to show you now. Here's a tea bag. I make these tea bags, okay? These tea bags are for respiratory. If you have respiratory infection, okay? This is just mullein, mint. These are plants you find right outside. Mullein, mint, and I have marshmallow plant. These, you can literally find these plants in most areas. God put those plants there because He knows these are things we need. For mucus this one. This one is mullein, mint, especially the marshmallow and the mullein. I used it when I had COVID, and that really works. Almost within 24 hours, that'll help you, okay? Now, let me show you what else is in this bag, okay? We have, you organize your bag from the most needed things. So in this front zipper here, I'm going to have my knife, and I'm going to have my fire, okay? I'm going to put those two right in the front because this is where you're going to grab it real fast. If you don't have it on you, then put it immediate access, okay? You have mucus that will not go away. Mullein tea, if you look in the Walmart or any place that sells a whole lot of assorted teas, look for echinacea tea. Echinacea tea is perfect for mucus. Which one did you try? Tell me which one you tried. And I'll tell you to make a blend of variety. Okay, you try mullein. So now take the mullein leaf, not the flower. The flower is for the earaches. The leaf is for the mucus. You want mullein leaf, you want some mint leaves, and you want some marshmallow leaves. Marshmallow leaves you can order from Sage Mountain. You can order from Mountain Rose Herbs. Write down Mountain Rose Herbs and look for the marshmallow leaves. That you're going to make a blend with marshmallow leaves, with echinacea, and with the marshmallow. Okay? And just buy some empty tea bags, or you could put it in the little tea balls. Whatever way you prepare tea, it's as easy as that. I had this horrible mucus from COVID, January of 2021, and it lasted from January to about June, literally. I wound up buying, I heard in my vision, in my dream, to get mullein. I took the mullein, I took the marshmallow, and I took the echinacea. I made a blend. You get yourself a jar, even if it's a jelly jar, recycle a jar, put all of it in there, shake it up, and make yourself a blend. Okay? So in the first compartment, we're gonna put our knife and fire, and our map. If you're lost, you had your mind since October. Oh, yeah, the marshmallow is really, really good. I'm not the only person that studies herbs that will tell you marshmallow is phenomenal for the mucus. And you have your map. Put your map in a plastic bag, just in case it rains, your bag gets wet, you spill something on it, your map stays in your bag. It could be by your state, or it could be the entire United States. Always keep the map. So you got 3 things that you need in this front pocket. Is your fire, your cutting, and your map. Those go in the front. And your second one, you're going to put other things like your mask, your first aid kit. I have a bunch of masks in here because depending on what type of environment, elements that we're fighting, you need several masks. These have the little oxygen port where you can breathe. You can get these on Amazon. Then you want to have your first aid kit. My first aid kit is not in here because I gave it away to my son, so I need to get another first aid kit. I made this antifungal soap. When you're traveling, you're welcome. When you're traveling, you have on boots, your feet are soggy, they're wet, you step through water or whatever, you have boots on. Antifungal soap, okay? I sell this antifungal soap. It's excellent. I have the cream, the ointment, and I have the soap. And that works. A lot of people like that. That goes in your second department, okay? And you want to make sure you have, let's go back here. We have the sanitizer. Everybody always needs sanitizer, okay? So I know this is a ministry channel, but we have to think also about other things. God helps those who helps themselves. So we have to be prepared for any kind of situation, okay? We can pray, but we also have to think like survivors, amen? Now what I did was, I created a catalog of seeds, just in case you're lost in the wilderness, you're on a farm, there's nowhere to get to anywhere. This is every kind of seed. These I just put together this morning. Assorted seeds, lemon seeds, cucumber seeds, all kinds of seeds. Okay? This is all seeds. I broke it up into categories. Beans, plants, the mullein seeds, so you can grow your own medicine. You need to grow your own medicine, your own food, if you have to. So that is that. Just pop the rubber band. Woohoo! Then I also have a backup for fire. As you can see, this came from Amazon. It's a butane torch, okay? If you need to start a campfire, you're out, it's cold, you have a little torch here. And that, I keep it in the box, that way it's protected and it doesn't break. It's lightweight, so it's easy to carry. You definitely need some kind of fire. So we have two fire ways to start fire. That goes in there. Then you also need to have stuff like fire starter, timber, little pieces of branches and things like that. Then on the side, I'm going to put my water, because you need water. You need to access water right away. You're going to need to sterilize it, so you need water filters. That goes in here, okay? That's easy to access for your water. When you come across water, you fill this up, all right? Thank you very much for the follow, Sandra Beasley. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. And so you have your, I have another charger. There's plenty of chargers. So we have this charger. We have the flashlight charger on the end there. We have the solar charger. We have two solar chargers and one battery operated. So why am I prepping? Well, I'm just a video. I do this every couple of months. Nothing to be afraid of, but it's always good to have a bug out bag. If you don't have bug out, bug in bag, you are doing yourself a disservice. Because if you're a camper, yes it is. It's way down there. If you're a camper, you take this with you camping. If you take long journeys, you take this on the road. If you're going from state to state, you take it on the road. If you live in a trailer, you pack your trailer with it, okay? Your camper. There's many reasons to have this bag. You don't have to, right, keep it in the car, exactly. Keep it in the car for disasters. There's many reasons. You don't have to say, oh my God, the world is coming to an end, to be prepared. You're being prepared just like you take vitamins to make sure you don't get an illness. There's many things you do. You stay ahead of the game. You don't wait for something to happen and then you spinning your head on a swivel because you don't know what to look for first, you don't know what to grab first. So it's always good to be prepared. You don't have to be a camper. You don't have to be a hiker. You just have to say, let me just put these little things together for emergency purposes. If you have a blackout, if maybe there's some kind of natural disaster in your area, you know where the bag is. You know where everything is. Okay? Exactly. A lot of disasters lately. And so, like I said, based on the movie Leave the World Behind on Netflix, a lot of people are wondering, are we prepared? It doesn't have to say the world's ending, like God's come back and there's going to be a bomb or anything like that. Just common sense preparation. That's all. You put your first aid kit in here, you put whatever you need, and you have one in your car, you have one in your house. Just to make sure that you yourself are ready for whatever life throws at you. And we all know life throws all kinds of things at us, right? So we want to be sure that we ourselves are prepared, okay? And so that's what I do. So I thought I'd just share this as opposed to a regular, thank you for the likes, as opposed to a regular ministry lesson today. I want to show you how to prepare in other ways for life. And today's lesson was how to prepare for emergencies. That's all. Nothing, no underlying events that I know of in advance, okay? There's nothing that I know of in advance, at least not right now. So we prepare just as a responsible adult. We just prepare. Same like I said, of taking vitamins. You take vitamins, you exercise. Why do people exercise? Thank you, Bren Egger, for the follow. Why do people exercise? For preventative care, right? To be proactive, to make sure that you are ahead of your health. This is just another way to get yourself together. Thank you, Sandra, so much, Beasley, for the likes. And that's it. Nothing to do anything about. Any of you like home remedies? Do any of you use home remedies? I use home remedies since about 2012. I've been using home remedies. I do not have a single aspirin in my house. I am very healthy. I have no underlying conditions, no high blood pressure, no nothing. Because I take these teas. One day I might be drinking ginger tea that lowers blood pressure, that opens up your arteries, opens up your bloodstream, does so many things. If you look up ginger alone, you could see how many health conditions you can ward off just by drinking a cup of ginger tea, okay? Then sometimes I have this mullein tea. If I feel any kind of respiratory ailment coming along, sinus, I get a lot of sinus infections. And I thank you for the share also, thank you. And so there's a lot of things that I do to be proactive. And like I said, I may have a golden milk tea. How many of you heard of golden milk? Good morning, Soulshine. And I did turn off the sub-only chats. So I think you can chat now. But at any rate, I do a lot of preventative care. Dandelion is phenomenal. Dandelion is great if you have arthritis. Dandelion is good to clean your liver. If you have dandelion tea, you can actually make preserves in a jar with the dandelions. Every part of the dandelion is edible. The roots are the most potent because they're underground and they're undisturbed. But you can eat the entire dandelion, the leaves, the stem, even the flower. You can actually saute them and put them on your salad. But when you pick plants, be sure that animals have not pooped on them, that they're not by any kind of electrical wires, they're not by any type of sewers, and that they have not been treated with pesticides. So that's what you need to do as far as the dandelions or any flowers, any natural flowers that you pick. You want to make sure that they have not been treated with pesticide. It takes about 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. If your lawn, your backyard has been treated, where can you purchase the seeds? You can go to Mountain Rose Herbs. I use them a lot. They're very reputable. They take a little long to ship things out, about 2 weeks. but they're very good. It's mountain rose herbs. But what I do to create that seed book, I buy lemons and I pluck out the seeds myself. I look for food. Um, I look for food that has seeds in it, grapes, anything. I wash the seeds, let them dry out, and then I store them, let them dry. They have to be dry or else you'll get mold on the seeds. But let me give you an idea of what I have in here. Beans, just a regular bag of beans that have not been smashed, like split pea soup. Those beans cannot be used because they're split. But here I have this bag. It's medicinal. You can find these online. This one has leeks, borage, oregano, dandelion, cornflower, sage, thyme, rosemary. Rosemary is another antibiotic. Yes, tomato seeds, phenomenal. I had so many plants growing. You slice the tomato, just a regular tomato, slice off the top where the stem is. You get your second layer, just lay it right on top of the soil. Cover it, water it, and take care of it. And you will have beautiful, beautiful plants. They do not like the cold because I just lost 7 plants in my backyard because Texas is supposed to be warm. It's not supposed to be 11 degrees. So I lost, in the heat wave, I lost about 100 plants. That was two settings, 2 planting seasons, okay? Of 49 plants. I lost 2 sessions of those. But yeah, rosemary is good. Then I made this chest rub, for chest congestion. It's Vicks. It has menthol. You can do them in the paper towels at the beginning, layer it, and I love that method. You lay it on a paper towel, and then you spritz it with water, and then you cover it with the other side of the paper towel like a little envelope. You fold it into the envelope, and then you spritz it every morning. Make sure the paper towel doesn't get dry. You can put it in a Ziploc bag to keep it moist for the 7 days it takes to germinate. It only takes 7 days for tomatoes to germinate. I've had some in less than 7 days. You can get some baby beans and you can put them on a tray of paper towel. Let's say you have a serving tray. Put paper towel on it, spread a whole paper towel. Don't sog it up wet. Lay the seeds out, cover it, spray it, and keep it somewhere where there's light, and you will have yourself some mini greens, the microgreens, and you can use those within 7 to 9 days and toss those right in your salad. Those are called microgreens, okay? You can buy a bag of microgreens. Edible flowers. I eat flowers all the time. Roses. I have a bag of roses right here. Rose tea. Rose, anything for me. I bathe in rose. I use the rose water on my skin. I drink the rose tea. Rose is another heart medicine. So I have a whole pantry here with about 100 different remedies that I do. But like I said, that's the Vicks. That's the chest rub. If you get some kind of congestion, you can either put this in a steamer. You can take a pot, for those of you that don't have access to a lot of things. Take a scoop of it, put it on a dish, put a pot of water, like a double broiler, pot of water, a dish with this, and let it fill your room. And that's how you can clean out the mucus and all of the sinus infections that you get. That's excellent. There's a lot of edible flowers. Primarily, almost all flowers are edible. What you need to do is be able to recognize the plant, because some plants look like another plant and can be toxic. So you really have to have a little app on your phone where you can snapshot the plant and make sure that it is edible. Don't just say that looks like a dandelion. Dandelion has about 120 different species. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, 1546. Thank you so much. And thank you for the follow as well. So those are for the plants. And let's see, back to the seeds for a second. Let me just cover this properly. Back to the seeds for a second. Thank you for, I believe, for the follow. Make sure everything is sealed tight. Use dark colored jars for your remedies because it preserves the plant material, okay? Now, you can make what's called a tincture. I don't know how many of you are familiar with a tincture, but a tincture is basically alcohol or vinegar if you cannot do alcohol. Thank you for the share, Soulshine. If you can't do alcohol, you can do apple cider vinegar or you can do glycerin. You put your plant in there. Now those are not as potent as the alcohol, but some people, maybe their medical conditions or for whatever reason, they cannot have, I don't have a why did you mute that person? Soulshine. Don't mute the person. That person was, can we buy from you? Yes, you can buy. I'm trying to set up, okay, thank you. Okay, I'm trying to set up my TikTok page, the gift shop. I have a gift shop there. You can look in the gift shop for all sorts of journals and things. Thank you, Soulshine. Look in the gift shop, but right now I need to set it up where you can purchase directly from there. But let's say, let me go back to some of these seeds. There's kidney beans. Go in your pantry and get some kidney beans, and you can soak those in water for about 2 days so they get nice and moist. If they split, they're not going to be good. Make sure that it stays intact. You just want to moisten it so it's received by the water in the ground, okay? Here's the echinacea seeds. Excellent. This is echinacea. You can get these from Home Depot or any place that sells seeds. Excellent with the mullein and with the marshmallow for mucus, to get rid of mucus. Okay? That's echinacea. Let me show you if you can see it. Maybe this one's clearer. Okay? They come in different colors. If you're lucky enough and they're in season, you can find them right in your community and pick them. You want the flower, okay? Echinacea flower, all right? Then you want, let's see what else we have here. These are herbal medicines. Okay, I'm going to go over the herbs first so we can. Sage is good for memory, okay? Sage and rosemary together in a tea. If you know anyone who has early signs and the second stage signs, you're in zone 8 and want to have these as perennials. They are beautiful, abundant, Audrey. That's a great plant to have, and they bring in a lot of the healthy critters. Those healthy critters keep these plants growing, okay? They pollinate them and they'll keep them growing. So again, sage and rosemary. You can make a tea if you're having problems with memory, cognitive function, early and mid-stage signs of Alzheimer's. They are using sage in Europe for Alzheimer's and for dementia. But that's the early and the second stage. Once it's far gone, like last stages, it may not be that beneficial because they're at the other end of the diagnosis. But at the beginning, you can definitely use that for memory, okay? And let's see what else we have that you can use. Let's see. Oh, a cone flower is the same as echinacea. It's called a cone flower. It has the little bulb on the top. If you look, it has a little bulb on the top. It's either called echinacea or cone flower. They could come in red. They could come in many different colors. You don't want to find a blue flower. Natural colors, okay? Thank you guys for the share. Okay, let's see what else we have here. You can grow oregano. If you go, thank you so much for the rose, Mariana. If you go to your Walmart or your store where they have fresh produce, get a bunch of, thank you for the follow. If you get a bunch of fresh oregano, you take a jar, fill it about a quarter up with water, strip off some of the top leaves, put them in there. You can grow your own oregano. You can grow your own thyme. Just go right in the fresh fruit section of the supermarket. If you don't, some people don't have money to buy extra stuff. So go to the supermarket when you buy your food and you can clean the bottom leaves off. Just leave a few on the top, put them in about a quarter jar of water, and they will get roots right away. And you can plant those in the ground. You can plant them in a pot. There's many places where you can grow that. That would be the oregano. Cinnamon, doesn't matter. If you get sticks, this is an antibacterial, antifungal. If you buy the stick, doesn't matter. If you buy the powder. Obviously, the stick is in a more natural form, so the stick is going to have more nutrients than the powder who's been through the mill in the factory. So you're better off getting the sticks. But if this is all you have, it still works, folks. It still works. Don't have to go out and buy extra stuff. Whatever's in your pantry, I'm sure there's some potency to it to help you get through whatever it is. Like I said, the cinnamon's antibacterial, antifungal. Let's say you have athlete's feet. So you could take cinnamon and you can take some oregano and you can put them in some olive oil. Doesn't matter if it's virgin olive oil, extra virgin, regular virgin. Doesn't matter if it's no frills. Doesn't matter if it's top quality. Get some olive oil. Put these two together in the olive oil. Let it sit there for about 4 weeks. Or if you have an emergency situation with athlete's foot or some kind of fungus, boil on low, very, very, very low. You put these two in the oil and just let it simmer with the top on it. If you take the top off, you're going to lose all of the essence of the, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mariana. But if you have a fungus, that's what you need. Just oregano and cinnamon. Simmer it on very low. If it's emergency and you need it today, simmer it on very, very low for about 45 minutes to an hour. Take that oil and then rub it on the area. Some people get fungus between their fingers and between their toes. You can rub that on there. 1 second. So here's a salve. This is a salve that I made, okay? You can see the cinnamon at the bottom. Thank you so much, Mariana. See the cinnamon? So this is how I made this. There's a few other ingredients, but basically it's the cinnamon, the oregano, and beeswax. If you're allergic to bees, use soy wax. Make your oil, like I said, let it cook. Very low, let it cook. Thank you for sharing the live. Let it cook very, very low for about an hour. Then you add your beeswax or your soy wax or whatever kind of wax, the candelilla wax, and you have this jar right here of the salve. See? And you can rub it on your feet, wherever your fungus is. That's it right there, okay? And that's really all you need, this little bit. And then I made the soap that I showed you. So you can wash your feet with the soap, and then you can put the ointment to back it up. And then you keep your feet dry, or the area wherever the fungus is growing, okay? Cinnamon and oregano, yes, yes, it will kill a fungus. You're welcome, Natalie. Natalie. So you can do those two, all right? Then, let's see, like I said, for the eardrops, those of you that may have little children, you can use mullein flower, not the leaf. That's excellent for eczema. That's actually when I made the first batch. And then I have some oils and creams and different types of things, but that's excellent for the eczema. But I made an herbal soap. I don't know if I have any on my shelf here. Let me see. But I made an herbal soap, and I have a few customers that have eczema, and I put poppy seeds and a bunch of different things, but it's a soap. So then I wound up making the rub-on salve almost out of the same ingredients as the soap, but it works faster. So you wash the area with the soap, and I've gotten excellent feedback on that soap. Your granddaughter has eczema. Yeah, my daughter has it. A few people in my family actually have it pretty bad. And so that's what made me start creating all of these things, is for family treatment. So I took my herbal classes. I am certified. I have a certificate in intermediate level of herbal classes. And so I know, not only do I know what these are, but I am still studying, because what about itchy scalp? So for itchy scalp, you probably need something a little bit drying, something that keeps the moisture in. Like, let's say you find something that has a humectant, like aloe. Aloe is excellent, and aloe is excellent also for the eczema. The aloe leaf, 1 second again. Okay, so you can get this from the supermarket, all right? It's an aloe leaf. If you're lucky, you have it in your area, all right? You can get it. I get this from Walmart for about $1 and change. This is more than, I would say, if you did a conditioner, so you take your blender, you take maybe about this much of the aloe, wash it, because the gel has latex, and if you're allergic to latex, it's really going to make you itchy. So you cut about this much off, and you can put this in the blender with a little bit of olive oil. Let it blend, and with some vitamin, you can put some vitamins in it, vitamin E, and rub that on your scalp. But the aloe is excellent for that, okay? Then let's see what else. Let's see what else is here. Okay. You see these seeds? The bean seeds. The beans continue to grow and grow and grow. This summer, I must have harvested about 80 green beans just from one or two plants, okay? That's food. You can grow that right outside in your front lawn, your back lawn. You can grow this out of a pail, out of a bucket. You don't need to have a designated area. Wherever there's soil and the soil is fresh, you can grow food, okay? Now, let's see what else. Let me see. Cilantro, another thing, phenomenal antibacterial. Another thing that's really good, cloves. If you have toothaches and tooth problems, you can do rosemary or you can do cloves. You don't need to do them both because they're very potent, but you just chew on a sprig of rosemary, the little needles. You can take that. That's great for toothaches, tooth pain, anything of the mouth. Rosemary or the cloves. Cloves, you'll have to make a tea with it. Just take a pot of water, 1 cup, 2 cups, whatever you feel like you need. It's harmless. It also cleans out your system, the cloves, but it's great for tooth problems. Excellent. So, and like I said, survival is about preparing for life. It's not about just waiting for a major natural disaster or some event to happen. It's just about being prepared. It's just about making sure that you are equipped just on a regular day. These are things you don't need to go. Look at how we eliminated aspirins. We eliminated antifungal cream. You know how much this saves you in the store? I made a toothpaste. If you need to make a toothpaste, you can use baking soda and a little bit of sea salt for a toothpaste. You can add a little bit of mint in it just to give it flavor. And then you use glycerin. You can use glycerin to actually make a tube of toothpaste, or you can put it in a little jar like this. As long as you add the glycerin, it'll be able to squeeze and you can put it on your toothbrush, and that's a natural toothpaste. Hello, 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 Willie Justice, Indiana Jones. Nice name. So there's so many different things that you can do for survival. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a natural disaster, but you definitely want an emergency bag, okay? You can give things away, but then you have to replace it. Thank you so much for sharing the live soul shine. Does anyone have any questions about anything specific? Lemon seeds. Lemon, you have emergency bag ready. Great. Excellent. What's in your bag? Give us an idea of what you put in yours. Lemon seeds. We need to make sure our body, mucus comes from a lot of acid in your body. And acid causes pain, it causes arthritis, it causes all kinds of problems. So you want to put some kind of alkaline in your body, which can be lemons, limes, citrus, some kind of citrus. You should have some kind of citrus in your water at least a couple of times a day. It doesn't have to be all day because you don't want to irritate your stomach. You have a flashlight, crackers, canned green beans, canned corn, pencil, and a pad of paper. Okay, you're starting off good. You don't want to carry too many cans. Try to get your things, try to get packages where it's lightweight, because you don't want to have to leave things behind. So you want to get stuff like lightweight. This is protein. These little packages of tuna, you could get them in any flavor that you like, but try to keep it light. The heaviest thing that you should be carrying is probably your tent. Should be the heaviest thing, okay? Everything else should be lightweight, and it should be multi-purpose items, okay? Because remember, you may need to pack more things in your bag, but if your bag is filled with cans, not only is it aggravating on your back, but it's also not conducive, because then you can't fit the important things in there. But the flashlight is great. Try to see if you get a chance, try to see if you can get a flashlight that is solar powered. This one is solar powered. So let's say we're lost in the woods. We can't get to town. Battery's dead, it's freezing cold, it's hot, whatever the circumstances are. You want something that you can get solar power from, okay? So I can plug this in the house, or I can let it sit outside on the windowsill, even on the inside, facing the sun. And this thing will charge and stay charged for almost the entire day. At least, especially till it gets dark, it'll be charged, okay? And then it has the cutting mechanism. This was $22 on Amazon. I have two different brands, but this is also solar powered. I try to get everything solar powered because I'm thinking, in the worst circumstances, when there's no electricity, when you can't get to a store to buy batteries, or the store is out of batteries the size that you need. They have no batteries because, excuse me, because everyone bought the batteries. So trying to get solar powered. Thank you, Kathy. Is it Kathy? Excuse me, I need some water. So you want to try to get everything, as many things as solar powered, as many things as you can that are portable. Like the water bottle is portable, okay? If you cannot put something on the fire, let's say you have a thermos, but the outside of the thermos is plastic, you cannot put that on a fire to warm it up. Now you have to transport it to something else that can withstand the heat of your fire. So that's why stainless steel is something that you also want to get. Good morning, Donna Nelson. How are you today? Donna, I will always remember you because my name is Miss Nelson. So I think I am done for today. And if you have any questions, I'm going to try to get my gift shop accessible where there's a shopping cart. The gift shop is there. Thank you very much, Ms. Parker, for the live. Thank you for sharing the live. God is about, that's a long name. But just make sure you look in your pantry for things that you can use. Try to stock things in your pantry that you can use if you don't have them now. Okay? Try to get things like aloe in your house. Always try to, you only need one leaf. You only need to go to the supermarket. This will sit on my shelf for about a week and a half and it won't go bad. And you can use it as hair conditioner. You can use it for your skin. for eczema. But remember, there's latex on the gel, so when you peel it off and you get the gel from inside, rinse it off, okay? Make sure you rinse it off. Thank you, Ms. Parker, for sharing the live. Again, cayenne pepper stops open wounds. If you have an open wound, it sounds like it's torture. It's not as horrible. I did have an open wound, and it literally stopped the bleeding instantly, like instantly. As soon as I put it on there, I'll get a little bit of a sting. But either you're going to bleed out or you're going to tolerate a little bit of a sting for a second or two. It doesn't last long. It doesn't like make you jump and scream. You will steep the cinnamon and oregano in the oil as an antifungal. Exactly. Steep it in there for about 45 minutes, and then you can apply it directly to the area, okay, the oil. You can take a cotton swab and put it on wherever that the fungus might be growing. It's excellent, trust me. I use it all the time. That's why this one's almost empty. Because I have a habit of not using gloves. I go in the backyard, I'm everywhere, clean out a litter box. I have gloves, but I don't use them. So I'm always winding up with this one finger with some kind of fungus in my nails. It's better this week. High blood pressure. So for high blood pressure, you can do a ginger tea. You can use a ginger tea. It's excellent. Every morning, you take a little bit of ginger, put it in a pot of water, let it steep, and have a ginger tea. That is phenomenal. There's also, I have it up here in my pantry. That's going to be a little challenge to get for you right now because there's so much stuff in there. There is a berry called hawthorn berry, okay? It's called hawthorn. It's for heart health specifically, okay? That one, you can have it as a tea. 2 or 3 berries tops in a tea will help you. Rose petals, tea with rose petals, that's also heart. You really enjoy this, Miss or Mrs. Nelson. Oh, thank you so much. I'm Miss MS. It's your first choice there. So, but there's a lot of things that can really help us right here in our houses, our apartments, our campers, wherever we live. We look in the pantry first. Make it a custom to not run to the medicine cabinet. Make it a custom to look in your spice cabinet for your healing. If you look in your spice cabinet, it's much easier on your body because you're going to get more than one benefit, okay? Now, if you use big pharma and pharmaceuticals, one, you have to go and chase down your Tylenol, your aspirin, your this, your that, all of those things. And oh, for the ladies, I have a blend. It comes in a bottle, but it's excellent for cramps, for menopause. It's like a beautiful blend of a drink, and it kind of, yeah, all of that, all of those throbbing pains that we get down there. Yeah, for the mucus and the runny nose, again, it's the marshmallow tea with the echinacea and the mullein, and that's great, okay? Folks, what you need to do, the most important thing, the less mucus you have in your body, the healthier you are. The mucus causes the cancer. You can actually smell it. It's kind of like a little sour smell that you could actually smell it on your skin. When something is swollen, when you're inflamed, check it out. Smell it. You can smell the mucus. You can literally smell the mucus trying to come out of your body. So if you do a detox like with dandelion, uh, let me see. Thank you so much, Natalie Richardson. Let's see. If you, let me see. Trying to think off the top of my head for something that you can use for the fibroids. But if you keep the mucus at bay, you'll avoid cancer, you'll avoid arthritis, all those inflammations. Inflammation is a sign that something is going on in your body, okay? Pain is a sign that there's inflammation. So sugar creates inflammation. Apple cider vinegar eliminates inflammation. So there's many things that you can do. If you're having pains, that means you have inflammation. And if you have inflammation, that means you have mucus. So they work together. Pain, inflammation, mucus. Mucus causes pain. Mucus causes inflammation. Okay? Those three always travel together. They work together. You had a fibroid, you stopped dairy, and they started to shrink. See? That I don't eat dairy. One, I have serious lactose. So I can't have dairy. The other reason why I don't have dairy is because dairy creates mucus. And that's why your fibroid shrunk, because the mucus had nothing to feed on. If you feed the mucus, it will continue to aggravate parts in your body. And that could be anything from arthritis pain to any kind of pain. If you continue to have dairy, you're going to continue to have mucus because you're feeding the mucus. If you notice, if any of you have little children and they had a tonsil problem, and the first thing the doctor says, the pediatrician says, don't give them dairy right now while their throat is healing. Why do they say that? Because dairy causes mucus. You see the film on your mouth. If you drink milk, if you have cheese. I love cheese. My mom's Italian, so I was raised on cheese and dairy, but I'm allergic to it. But if you notice, whenever you have milk or something, you taste the film on your tongue. There's a film there. You see the babies with the thrush on their tongue. That is from the dairy. That's the dairy. And then from there, they start getting all these other little conditions, and then they need vaccination shots, and then the vaccination shots are supposed to ward off all these conditions. But if you continue to give them milk past, hello, how are you today? Oh my, I haven't seen you. Yes. Yeah. Well, I drink soy milk. You can have almond milk. You can have coconut milk. For the babies, they're going to need it. They're going to need you to nurse them for the babies. But once they turn 1 year old, no one should be really, really having dairy. I mean, we cheat. I cheat. I just had cheese in my eggs yesterday, so I cheat. But then, thank you so much for sharing the live, Kimberly Henson. What I do is I have it in limitations. There's moderation. So you don't have to deprive yourself entirely, but don't make it the thing your go-to. Don't make it your comfort food. Make it something kind of like a treat. Like maybe once a month you'll have something with dairy and ice cream, yogurt, whatever it is you like. But try to feed yourself those dark green vegetables, and try to feed yourself all of the fruits, especially the ones with antioxidants, the superfoods, pineapple. You can have the blueberries, all the berries, all the dark berries are excellent. And you can have the lemon. I don't know if any of you know, but a lemon, the skin, the darker, the ones that look corroded and beat up, those are the better lemons because all the medicinal medicine is in that peel, the darker skin peels. The ones that are perfect and look like they just picked them off a tree, those don't have all the nutrients as much as ones that look like they're at the end of the road. Those other ones, they look really great. Those are the ones that are good for you. So, let's see. Vegan replacement. Yes, I answered that. Let's see. All my products are vegan products. Okay. The soaps are vegan. These are all oils. All of these products. I try to eliminate as much. Like I said, I am a person that lives in the pantry, not in the pharmacy. And so I thought I would just share that with you guys today and share the survival bag. Thank you so much, Phenomenal, for the share. That we continue to check our items every month or every other month. Okay? Brewer's yeast can replace cheese and things like mac and cheese. Yes, yes, yeah. There's actually a lot of replacements because I love mac and cheese. We just made some 3 pans the other day. So like I said, I will eat cheese because I was raised on it. But I don't need to have it every day, all day long. If I have a pizza, then I'm not going to have the mac and cheese 2 days. Yeah, that's really what it is. Living in the pantry, not in the pharmacy. If you do that, your body is self-healing. It'll heal much faster. I have not, since I had COVID in 2021, I have not had any kind of illness. Any kind of illness. If I get a migraine, I go and get some tea for something. You live in Indiana, okay. So, there's many things that you can do right in your pantry. Remember, inflammation. A headache is inflammation. Make some cinnamon tea, and you can have that. A little bit of cinnamon tea is fine. You can have, yeah, I used to suffer from migraines. The cinnamon tea is great. It's an anti-inflammatory. So the migraine is from inflammation, and you're going to have cinnamon tea. You can take this whole stick, you can break it in half, let it boil in the water, just like a tea. Add your lemon, add your honey, whatever it is that you like. And some people don't want anything in it. And just drink that. You can maybe have about 2 regular sized teacups. Yeah, I had migraines to a point where I had to go get MRIs, and I had to get all of those different types of brain scans. And I found out that it was foods I was eating. And that's why I said from 2012, I would say my older sister died from a condition that dandelion cures. Okay, she had a liver condition unrelated to cirrhosis. She just had a liver condition. She had to have a transplant. We could not find a donor in time, and she passed away. And she, when I started doing all of these herbs in 2012 on behalf of her, that's when I discovered that dandelion detoxes the liver and can heal the liver. Okay, so that's why I started on this road for herbal medicine and not looking for the pharmacy to not give the proper cure. Because remember, you could take aspirin for your head, but now they're saying that aspirin, Tylenol, Advil, all of those give you kidney problems. So now you fixed your migraine, now you got a kidney problem. Now you need a transplant for your kidney. So you want to, like I said, live in your pantry. Okay, look for it. If you're not sure of something, you could text me, or you can Google something simple like benefits of cinnamon. Just Google it, okay? Benefits of something. Go through your whole pantry if you have to, and Google everything. If you can't, contact me, Google it. What is oregano good for? Okay? Just be friends with checking out the benefits of whatever. You can actually start today by Googling what you have in your pantry now and see what you have. Because trust me, you have a whole pharmacy right in your kitchen. Literally, you have a pharmacy. My bathroom medicine cabinet is empty except for the toothpaste. Okay, you can use charcoal for bites. You get a spider bite, maybe you live in Arizona or something. You can put the activated charcoal on it, and it'll extract instantly the venom from bites, spider bites, and things like that. It will extract the venom. It's like a magnet. Sugar diabetes. You can also do, let's see, the ginger. Okay? Yeah, the charcoal extracts venom, and I have that here. There's two kinds of charcoal. There's one that you draw pictures with, which is I use, and then there's activated charcoal. It's called activated charcoal. That means it went through a process. It's actually coconut shells. So the charcoal is treated coconut shells. They take the shells. Fatigue, you can use all different types of things. There's so many things. If you're exhausted, lemon balm will relax you. Cleansing blood, that's dandelion. There's a lot of things here that you can use. And I want you to start today by looking in your pantry and taking your phone and Google whatever it is in your pantry. Benefits of cinnamon, benefits of oregano, benefits of cayenne pepper. This also cleans the blood, okay? This cleans the blood. Okay, if you're always tired, you can try the rose tea, okay? You can try the rose tea. That gives you, wakes you up. But you want to incorporate these with possible sleeping. Try lavender. If you do the lavender tea, so you can go to sleep, it'll help you when you wake up with the fatigue, okay? First you want to target, why are you tired, okay? Are you tired because you're not getting sleep? Are you tired from life stresses where you're worried about your family, your bills, your spouses, your children, okay? You suffer with plantar, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Rachel, what are plantar, whatever those, fasciitis? Is that, what is that? I have to check and see what that is. If I know what it is, then I'll be able to help you. I can't Google it that quick. It's in the foot. Oh, inflammation in your foot. Anything with inflammation is the cinnamon, is the oregano. Anything to do with inflammation, you want to get rid of the inflammation, which will get rid of the pain. I haven't done that, so I'm not going to recommend it. I'm only going to recommend things that I've heard or that I've actually used. I don't want to make anyone sick here, so if I have not used it, I have not heard other herbalists use it, I personally won't recommend it. Doesn't mean that it's not possible. It just means that I have not come across it yet. You know what? A good book for you to get? Give me 1 second. Ouch. Here's a great book for you to get. Okay? Medicinal herbs. All right? All of you, get this. It's pain unimaginable. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's not a bone like I've heard that if your bones are, let's say, oh, you have, isn't this book phenomenal? This is like the best book. I have several herbal books. There's some up here, right here. But this one is a beginner's book, so that way the folks that are not familiar with it can actually go and get it and understand it. And there's recipes in here. The muscles under the foot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just the inflammation. Try to work on the inflammation, like you said. It's inflammation. Oh, here's the hawthorn I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, about earlier. That's the hawthorn. Vitamin D injection's good. Oh, I'm not one for any kind of injections. I'm not afraid of the doctors. They have their place. If you need surgery, then you need a doctor. If you have broken bones, then you need a doctor. That's my take on that. If it's broken parts, then you do that. But as far as injecting my body with something to try to alleviate something, that's not for me. I find alleviation comes with inflammation reduction. If you reduce the inflammation, you will reduce the pain. I really don't promote things that the body can do on its own. What can I do to make my hair grow? Okay, you need some glycerin. If you have breakage and dry scalp, you need glycerin. You can do the aloe with argan oil. Okay. Oh, sciatica pain. Eesh. I know a few people with sciatica. Again, all back to mucus and inflammation. This is great for a hair conditioner. Alopecia. Okay, so hair growth, yes, castor oil. I have castor oil here, but argan oil is excellent as well. Changing your diet, making sure that you are keeping the skin soft and moisturized, because once your scalp is dry, then you're going to have a tendency to lose hair. Once your skin is dry, it starts getting ashy, right? So, do I put argan oil? Yes, definitely. I have argan oil here. I have hemp oil. Hemp oil is another really good thing for different. Give me a second. I'm going to have my whole pantry on this table. But let's see, we have the vitamin E. We have the argan oil. Okay. Thank you very much. Argan oil, the hemp oil. You can get these, all natural stuff, okay? The vitamin E for your skin. This is excellent for your hair. So what I do is, for my hair, I take my blender, okay? Then I take about this much of the aloe. So I have this much of aloe. I have, this for my hair, a dropper full of the argan oil, a whole dropper full. That's all going in here. And I put either almond oil or grapeseed oil. I prefer the almond oil. And I blend it all together. And then I add some vitamin E. So that's my conditioner. Okay? So this is my hair conditioner again. Vitamin E, argan, aloe, about this much. You don't need the whole thing. My hair is long, so I use this much. But this makes me 2 or 3 4-ounce bottles. This makes 2 or 3 4-ounce bottles with the ingredients I just mentioned: argan oil, aloe, vitamin E, and the almond oil. And that's what I've been using on my hair for about 5 years. You drink the hawthorn for circulation. Yeah, hawthorn is excellent for circulation. Anything of the heart. The valves are open and everything is operating properly. That's definitely what you would need for that. Let me see what I have here. You can put your hair solution in a pump, okay? So I buy these, I fill this up. This is 8 ounce, okay? Yeah, you can use that. So this would be the whole thing right here, all right? If I cut off the tip, this is 8 ounces with those other ingredients for the hair. Pump what you need, put in your hair. I leave mine in. Now, okay, memory, again, rosemary, okay, and sage. Now let's go in here. We're gonna use her book just to let you see about the rosemary, all right? Garlic, okay. Burdock root to clean out your lymphatic system. Let me just get to the rosemary. Give me a second. If you're having sleeping disorders, lemon balm. Anxiety, lemon balm. Okay? I use the lemon balm. You use aloe for your drink. Yes. All of those are really, really good. Let me just find the rosemary because I want you to see from someone else's perspective that the rosemary is phenomenal. Let me just see if I can find it real quick. And yeah, aloe drinks are good. There's so many things that you can do, but you want to try to get this book. I'm not promoting her book. I don't get paid to promote this book. But I found it to be very beneficial, and I'm the type of person that likes to share information. I'm not one that will hold everything in my head and not share it when people need help, okay? Everything in my head and not share it when people need help, okay? Red leaf clover is excellent for women's pain. Plantain is great for bug bites. Okay, let me see. Oats, oatmeal, regular oatmeal bath. Go to the store and get some oatmeal, and that'll dry up a lot of your eczema as well. Just regular oatmeal that you eat. Okay, peace and blessings to you as well. Let me just go, trying to get to the rosemary. There's so many different topics she has here. But anyway, for severe memory, you want to use rosemary and sage. I'm going to have to get my charger because my phone is going to die on us. 1 second. Tea tree oil is a must-have. This is rosemary gladstar, medicinal herbs. Okay? I have more. I have 3 more up there. I have a Bible of herbs. I have so many herbal books. I have Darby's herbal book, although I'm not a big fan of his. because he says some things that I don't agree with, but whatever works for people, let it work. Raspberry leaves, rosemary, rose petals, rosemary, lemon, and thyme. Okay, let's go to page 85. Here's a good tea. Rosemary, lemon, and thyme tea. Let's see. That's page 85. And so, let's see. Calendula is another good one. This one has the top ones that she uses. Here's the aloe vera. Okay. Hey, how are you, future nurse? How are you? How are you? Okay. I'm going turmeric. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Turmeric is phenomenal. Let me not get distracted. Don't want to get distracted. 82, rosemary. Okay, I'll tell you what the medicinal uses. And sage. Interesting that she put them both together. The parts used of rosemary are the leaf and essential oils. Okay? The medicinal uses, legendary brain tonic. I try to go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, brain tonic, okay? That's the rosemary, just like I said. And, okay, it improves concentration and memory. It enhances your cellular uptake of oxygen and is mild and uplifting stimulant. It has long been valued for its ability to ease headaches. Those of you with the headaches, rosemary tea. Okay, for the migraines, rosemary tea. It's also well known for circulatory, okay, cardiovascular, poor circulation, low blood pressure. Okay, so rosemary is a top. Yes. Harry Smith, yes, how are you? I will pray for you. Tell me what you need a prayer for, and I will definitely do a prayer for you. Research, not me. Research shows that rosemary contains high levels of rosmaricin, which acts as a mild anesthetic and antioxidant, which makes it together useful for treating inflammation, arthritis, joint damage, whether it is used fresh or dry. It is great for inflammation, and it's good for your digestive system. Okay? Here, I'll give you a recipe right now. She has a brain tonic tincture. She's saying use ginkgo leaf, go-to cola leaf, rosemary, peppermint. So see, how many people have ginkgo leaf? How many have go-to cola? Not everyone has heard of that. But I'm sure you have rosemary in your cabinet. So you use rosemary and peppermint. And you can make a tincture with brandy, or you can make a tea. I leave it in my hair. I leave it in my hair, yes. When I condition my hair, I do leave it in there because not only is it long, but as you can see, it's very thick. So I always leave the conditioner. But I will tell you, you do get pulp, okay? You do get pulp, and you get the little pulp in your hair. So sometimes I leave that in, or sometimes I'll wash it out or brush it out. But like I said, my hair is very thick, so it doesn't matter to me if I leave it in. Hi from Colorado. Hi from Texas. I'm over here in Texas. So if anyone has any other questions about the book, about seeds, about anything else, thank you for the follow, Tina Lovelandville. I'm slaughtering names. Sorry, folks, if I'm slaughtering names, but I know I need my charger. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys sticking around. And if you have any questions about our survival bag or about herbal medicine, if you have any questions about those, feel free. Thank you for the follow. Our bug out, bug in bag. If you have questions about what goes in here, your emergency housing. If you have, can you get the book from Barnes and Noble? Yes, yes. Yeah, I saw that. Mine, I think I got mine in person as well. I didn't buy this one online. What's the name of the book again? So it's Rosemary Gladstar, just in case it's backwards. Medicinal herbs. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it here for a second in case anyone needs to write down her name or any information. All right. So, if anyone wants to come in and go live and have anything that they want to share, you're welcome to come on as a guest. And if you want to say something, yes. Thank you so much, Natalia. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, folks. And if you have anything you want to come in and join, and press that little guest button, and I'll welcome you in, and you can add in a question or a comment or whatever you want. But I do need to get my charger before we all get cut off. Let me just plug in the charger because I will lose everyone. Yes, I'm charging. Thank you so much for the gifts, for the roses, folks. Thank you very much. So, anyone have questions? Well, I'm going to show you a book one more time for those of you that are just coming in. This is Medicinal Herbs. It is not my book. I am not promoting that book specifically. The fungus cure is you're going to take some cinnamon. Hello, Linda Alvarez. You're going to take some cinnamon and you're going to take some oregano. Okay? You only need these two. Okay? Hey, from New York. I'm a New Yorker too. From New York City, Bronx, New York. But I'm in Texas now. So, cinnamon stick or cinnamon powder, whatever's in your cabinet. You could take about 3 tablespoons, okay? 3 tablespoons, or 2 cinnamon sticks. And you're going to take about 2 tablespoons of this. Oregano is very strong, all right? Once you boil it, you want to strain it in a cheesecloth, all right? Strain it in a cheesecloth. Once you simmer it in olive oil only, okay? Olive oil only. For any time you use these tinctures, you want to use olive oil, all right? So you're going to take that after it boils for about 45 minutes to an hour on low, very, very low. Then you can either rub it on directly, you could strain it in a cheesecloth, and then from the cheesecloth, you can add a little bit of beeswax and make a salve like I did here. Okay, that's only with the beeswax, all right? Or you can just use the oil directly and just rub it on the fungus and it'll go away. Like I said, I do have the soap. I make the soap, which is great because you're washing the area with the soap. Let me see. Should be in this part. Let's take a look, see if the soap is in here. So I have 2 bars of the soap. This is the antifungal soap. All right, so I give you 2 bars, and this is $6. All right. Now I have an actual store in Frisco, Texas, a physical store where you can go in if you're in the area and pick these things up in person. Or I'm going to try to set up, I had Shopify, but I just eliminated it. Okay, you can order from my gift shop in my ministry, but I have to set up the shopping cart, okay? The shopping cart is not set up on my ministry page, which is the page you're on right now. If you look down in the gift shop, it looks confusing. There's art in there, there's journals, there's all sorts of things in there. But I do have survival stuff in there as well. This is under the survival stuff in the gift shop, all right? Just give me a couple of hours to set up the shopping cart so you can buy directly from here. If you don't see it set up, that means I'm missing a document, all right? If I'm missing a document, I have to wait till tomorrow to obtain that document because it's a legit business. And I just wasn't planning on setting up my herbal portion because I have the physical store. So, but at any rate, that will be resolved. Okay. What is that? Onions on bottom of feet. Onions. Yeah, you can pull out toxins even with the, okay. This is an easy way to pull out toxins. It's onions. Yeah, you can do that. The best way to pull out toxins is activated charcoal. All right? This is a Band-Aid patch. All right? What you do is you take your charcoal, mix it with a little bit of olive oil, put it on the bottom of your foot, and put one of these patches on it. You can do that. For a cold is the mullein, it is the echinacea, and is the marshmallow leaf. You can do one or all 3. Okay? One or all 3 for the cold. The marshmallow works fast, the echinacea and the mullein work fast together. Okay? Thank you, Miss Jordan, for the follow. Thank you very much. But to extract toxins, it's this, activated charcoal, or if it's a bite, it is plantain that you can use. Plantain, not the banana. Plantain is a plant that grows literally next to dandelion. They grow side by side. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the rose. I love roses. Miss Parker, thank you very much for the rose. What is my store website? I'm at Wildish by Nature. I'll post it. It should be a couple of posts behind this one. Can you use castor oil and activated charcoal? Well, castor oil is very thick, so it's better to use, if you're going to make any kind of blend with an oil, to be a salve or a paste. It's called a poultice. So you can use olive oil for those types of things. The castor oil you can put on your skin directly, but it's very viscous. It's very thick. It's almost like a syrup thickness if you have not had access to it. It's really thick. So it's not going to blend well in order to spread it. So you want something that's not so gooey is the word, okay, so gunky. You want something that just spreads on, and then you can put your patch on it, and that is called a poultice, okay? You can put that. Where you use fresh herbs, you can bite up a fresh herb and put it right on an area, just like the person said about the onions. You can use the onions on your feet to extract toxins. While you're laying down, if you're relaxing, yes, and put a sock over those, okay? Now, I have the castor oil here, but I don't use it for that. You can put it on your eyelashes, on your eyebrows, to grow your hair, to keep your hair from drying out. You can use that naturally. Just take a little bit and just rub it on your eyelids and on your eyelashes and your eyebrows. You can do that. Okay, so I'm going to clean up my mess here. I'm going to go have some lunch. Good afternoon, Gregory. And so, any other questions? Any other questions before I hit the road? You're very welcome, Natalie. Very, very welcome. Website is www.wildishbynature.com. I can spell it out afterwards, okay? Thank you, Grandma Grinch. It's nice to see you. Happy New Year to all of you. My first time interacting with you, have a lovely New Year. And like I said, I am a minister, missionary, nomad minister. I'm out all over the place. Okay? And thank you so much for liking the live. Happy New Year to all of you. As you can see, I have a display here. And I hope you all learned something today. And feel free to contact me if you have any kind of questions. You can just DM me. You can send me a message. If you follow me, it'll be easier for you to reach me on the back end on the what do you call it? The direct message. I think you have to follow the person. Well, thank you so much, Warrior Princess. Let me see. Anything else I need to show you before we go? You have any questions on glycerin or the castor oil or anything else on your survival kit? So, God bless you all, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.